Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Ragnamod VI. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode, we got together and messed with some RF Tools Dimensions. We have since not done anything to it. I have been busy. Matter of fact, this is the second time that I am starting this video, because I messed it up. I haven't got very far, but I did mess it up. So, in between episodes, I went through and started our automation process on the RF tool stuff. Not RF tool stuff, on the refined storage stuff. I got all of our crafters. I got or some of our patterns. Some of these we'll still need to do. We'll just kind of do it as we go. We've got all of our storage parts. I've gotten the storage parts all the way up to infinite storage. Now, the only reason why I've got the infinite storage part on here, even though all we need to do is make one, is because I can go in here and craft that one, and I can see exactly what it is that I need still to take and get to that point, which is still quite a bit. Biggest thing is this processor binding. I got to get that fixed. So today, what is our process? Well, today we are going to start working. Oh, the other thing that I've done in between episodes is, don't pay attention to this just yet. I set up Material Stoneworks Factory, got glass going. We're going to need a bunch of glass. There is a ton of creepers on my map. That's all there is creepers. That's it. But anyways, got that going. It's really the only thing that I need right now. I might set one of these up for sand, just as a backup for glass. This guy's got efficiency upgrades, speed upgrades, everything. It is doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is making glass for me. And we're getting glass. Now, this is kind of what we're working on today. Today, we are working on automating the bits of thermal that we need in order to make machine frames, steel casings, that kind of stuff. Because we are going to get started automating Mekanism. Mekanism is the main thing we're going to be working on the next little bit. Because that's kind of where our hold up is on a lot of stuff. We need to get into the antimatter stuff in order to get to making our draconium stuff. And then plus we can get storage. We can generate tons of power with this. There's a lot of stuff that we can do with it, a lot of stuff we are going to do with it, but that is not where we're going to get to today. Today, I just want to get our basic processes stuff set up. Like right now, I'm in the process of setting up the components so we can make these machines faster. And then so we can set up the Mekanism machines. And to set up the Mekanism machines to get all of the alloys, get all of the, what is all that stuff? The alloys, the circuits, get all of those automated. That way, and then get like the speed upgrades and the factory upgrades and all that stuff done. So get all of that. Then when I get into wanting to do the higher tier Mekanism stuff, all we'll have to do is just wait for the stuff to craft, and we'll have to worry about it, and it'll make my life a whole lot simpler. Since we need to do it, and we've already at this point, we might as well go ahead and automate everything as we go. So it's going to take me a little bit of time. Basically, what's going to wind up happening, and it's kind of the way I had planned on doing it, is me just doing the machines and showing you all how all of it's set up, how all of it's working. We'll do progress updates and stuff like that. But the main thing, okay, so we got our crafters, we've got our machines. The machines we've got set up to insert in the top and then output in the back. And on the back, this is the one thing that I don't like about refined storage, and I thought was different, but maybe not, is that we need two different things in order to input and output it. So, I mean, it is what it is. We still do it, trying to make it look as pretty as we can. So we've got advanced importers. These are just here as a way to, for more stuff. We don't necessarily need them, but they're not that expensive to make, so might as well. will add speed upgrades to everything. That's one of the reasons why we're making the components, is because I want to be able to make this stuff as fast as we can, and we don't have to sit around and wait on it. So, but like I said, right now I'm in the process of making the components, getting stuff set up for the casings and stuff like that, and then going from there. Right now we've got a gear one set up, we've got a plate press set up, and then this one is for the actual crafting of this guy here. So it's not, it's pretty standard stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that I want to try to get done today. So with all that, I'll be back. Alright, so we're back. It's still in the process of doing all this. I kind of want to show you all some of this stuff. I don't know how much of it you all know or not. So we are in the process of making finishing the alloys. And if you go to, I'm going to do this and it's going to ruin what I got, but I can fix it. If you go in here and go to click on this, it's always going to bring this up. You can get rid of this. The best way to do it, I goofed. Let's go in here to Mechanism. Let's craft another one of these. Won't take but a second. But you can place this guy in here and that guy in here for the final output. And that'll take care of that. I need to get a recipe for that guy, and I believe that is the final one of those. And then finally, I need this guy right here, and we're good to go. Alright, so let's head over here and look at what we've got. Alright, got a lot of stuff cooking here. Let's put this guy in here. So, first things first, we showed these guys, we've got all this going on. That's our gears, our plates, our induction smelter, that's for the thermal machine frames. That's all going. This guy here, I have it set up for the enriching factory. This guy has all of our enriched stuff that we need, and it also does the powdered obsidian that we need. So that's all craftable. The way all this stuff is set up, I've got to go in here backwards because that's not even going to work. The cabling in this is a mess. One thing I hate about Mekanism is the issue of pulling in and out and stuff like that. It's a pain to do. But we've got it set up with a importer, putting it back in the system. All these have speed upgrades, yada yada yada. Then we've got this guy here, which is our combiner. This is for the steel casings. This recipe right here, it is set up. Go back in here. This one we had to get weird with it. It would not input the items from the crafter. So I have the crafter pointed into a chest, and then it's set up to be inputted on both sides for that, and then an importer there to go in the system. This guy is now hooked up. Got the crafter on the input, and then import in on the output. Alright, then these guys. So these I have set up several different ways. We'll look at this one just because I can get access to it. So we've got the crafter pointed into the top of this thing. This is what recipes will go into it. You can see we've got recipes for all this stuff in here. I do them separate. It just makes life a lot easier just to keep these things full and going. Which, speaking of keeping these things full, I have a exporter set up here with each one obsidian, diamond, and redstone on this. And it's set with a crafting card or crafting upgrade and stack upgrade, speed upgrades. And it will fill this thing up and fill this up to 64, and it'll shut off. And so if we craft anything and it uses any of that, it will automatically just set this thing off again and automatically craft that. Same thing for each of these. So basically it refills itself. That's the only thing that sucks, is we can't put the input in both the same hole. It's understandable. We'll make it work. So it is a little bit, it's not as nice and pretty as I would normally like, but we are got everything set up, got importer set up. These all got speed upgrades in them. These actually now I've made recipes for speed and energy. They are the elite tier factories, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and craft up 5 of these. And we will get that going. And we won't have to worry about these machines. Everything's going off. Do have a crusher set up over here. That is what is making the gold dust and the osmium dust for the speed upgrades and stuff. I did put the speed upgrades in that. So that is kind of the basis as far as our 5 are done. As far as doing the main. Why is that not going? I guess we forgot a tier for that one. Looks like we did. But that is the process. But the main process for getting all of the alloys, all of the circuits, and everything like that set up so they are auto-craftable, and we can more or less just breeze through the rest of this. Now, every machine that we can make, we can straight make it into a factory. Every machine that we do make, we can now make into or give it speed upgrades and energy upgrades. So that makes life nice. This does hold all of its settings now, which that didn't used to be a thing. There was something that used to not do that. So, but yeah, we are all set up with this. So let's go ahead and claim what quest we've got. We can look and see what we got. I got the atomic disassembler. That was for not atomic, the configurator. That was made for these pipes here. We've got the ones for the tier upgrades. That's probably, oh no, it just gives us, I figured it'd give us some more upgrades. It just give us the installers for it. So that is now a thing. That all can go up. We are ready to move on about our business, which most of it still, like I said, it's not exactly the cleanest stuff, but at least we've got it. I left some room over here. We're probably going to set a pulverizer up over here. And then we still got all this space over here that we can do stuff with. So, our next bit of business with Mekanism is going to be to set up all the other machines. Well, not really all the other machines. We can do, make the precision sawmill. It's not going to do us a whole lot of good. We can just go ahead and craft it. Because what it is we're not having to cut any planks. We've got all that stuff taken care of. So let me get some machines made. I got to make precision sawmill. We don't need. Energized smelter. We'll probably go ahead and get and set up. We'll use it for some different recipes that we're not going to use. Osmium compressor. I don't think there is a reason for it. No, that's just to make the refined glowstone and refined obsidian. We've got bees and stuff for that. So I just really need to... Really? That's not going to help either. So I'm going to have to actually craft this stuff. Why do I not have the blocks for that if we had the bees? Or is there no bees for that? I'll have to look. But I'm going to make some stuff. I'll be back. Alright, so those are made. That's taken care of. That should be quest complete with that. Beautiful. So yeah. Alright, so we've got the smelting factory hooked up. Basically all we need to do was give it a crafter. I've got a importer on the back side of it, and that is it. Really all there was to that. But sawmill can go up, the refined glowstone can go up. We've got a couple more quests here to complete. That gives us one of each of those. That gives us a second energized smelter and gives us some oak. Alright, so my next bit of business is we're going to make our way through these guys right here. Shouldn't be anything too complicated with it. Most of this stuff is Just your basic stuff. I might throw some recipes for some of this stuff in. I don't. Yeah, we might. Wind generators, necessarily throw in a recipe for that because all we need to do is make one. So let me get some stuff done and I will be back. Alright, so I've made my way through all of the generators here. Wind generator, solar generator. There's two solar generators. There's a smaller one that doesn't produce quite as much. There is a advanced one that produces 6 times the power as the smaller one. Those are needed for this guy here, which we're going to talk about that. We've got the heat generator, which converts heat into power. We've got biogenerator, which uses biofuel. And then we got the gas burning generator, which, depending on... doesn't show. Depending on what gas you use... depends on how much you can make. Ethylene is probably the best one as far as using in it. And it's also something that we're actually going to have to do here pretty soon because we've got to do the HDPE unless that is changed. HDPE pellets, we need substrate, which hydrogen and... oh, there's a bunch of different ways of doing that. Water and hydrogen. Well. We'll have to look at that. That doesn't give us a whole lot, but it's better than having to produce the ethylene, which is, yeah, quite the stuff. Alright, so that's all done. We were talking about this guy right here, the thermal evaporation plant. The thermal evaporation plant we use to make brine and then make lithium. We don't need brine for anything, I do believe. Gaseous brine makes salt. Salt, we can get salt other ways. So don't need that. It also, we use it to make chlorine, sodium, and this is what we need for the liquid lithium, which the liquid lithium... I don't even know where I'm going. Actually can make a dimlet for that. So that will take and save us a whole lot of process. All we'll have to do is complete the quest and do that instead of having to make a bunch of this stuff set up. It's not hard to set up. It's pretty simple to run. But yeah, it saves us a little bit of work. Alright, so I have completed a bunch more quests. It's basically just for the tanks and stuff like that. I set all these up for auto crafting. The energy cubes, we're going to need those for this guy here. I've got all of that going on. These guys, we'll just claim them all. We can now get away from using the pipes ones. Not that that's necessarily anything wrong with pipes. It's just pipes are slow without adding the upgrades. These guys, we don't have to add the upgrades to them. We can just connect them and go on about our business. So that's got a huge chunk of that done. This we can't do until we get into lithium. Alright, so I was trying to figure out what we wanted to do. I hit that just right. What we wanted to do to finish up the video. We've made our way through Mekanism stuff, and I was like, well, let's spend some time and make our lithium dimension and get that going on. And come to find out, we can't do it. In order to make it, we need to actually get some liquid lithium. I got all the stuff together to do all that, and so we've got to do that. So we've got a bunch of stuff that we need to make. We'll go ahead and set this up. So we're going to need a bunch of these guys. Those, easy enough to make. Won't have to worry about that. Those we'll just make up as we go. That guy we can just make up as we go. It's just we need a whole bunch of those, it's a lot easier to just do it that way. So, for the quest, we need 2 of these plants. That says we need 217. So let's go ahead and craft up 217. That didn't take very long at all. Alright. I need one of those. Wait. Before we do that, let's get all these out. Why is that not giving us... Oh, I need to do this. Alright, now we've got credit for that. And let's go ahead and get this guy made. I don't want that. We needed 2 of those. Alright, so we're setting these guys up. So all you need is a 4x4x3. It's really all you need to get started. We've made all of these blocks. We're going to use every bit of them. So, we're just going to build them up. Alright, so once we get to our... Alright, so we've got these guys built up. All we need to do now is place down our solar panels on top of this. And we just got to place them the right way, and that never works. Let's see if we can just spin it around with this guy. Nope, that's not going to work. Let's see here. Let's do that. Those have new look to them, and they look really cool. So there we go. We just want to make sure that the power for these are actually going inside of it. Beautiful. Alright, so these should now be getting temperature. All we need to do now is give it some water. So we can just place this guy down. Let's put a piece of dirt here. And let's get us some cabling. Fluids, that'll work. Do that. That's going in there, and I hope I didn't just mess that up. And as you can see, we've already got brine, and we can take that, pump it over here, and we're getting liquid lithium. Beautiful. Now we need, I think it is the lithium. Will this show me? It does not show me that. Alright, so this does not allow you to pipe items into it. So, we'll place it right there. We're going to hook a tank up to it. We will do that. We will get us a bucket. And if this works like it used to, that didn't work either. Let's place it there. And let's wait and see this works. Alright, well, I'm not exactly sure why, but it would only pick up out of the bottom, which makes me wonder, can we... No, I was hoping we could pipe into the bottom of it. So we just need to give this guy a bunch of liquid lithium. It's going to take, I think it's 256 buckets. It's all free stuff, so it's not going to be too bad to do. We have, in the period of not very long, that's empty. This is got 112. Yeah, so I'm going to sit here for a minute and do this, and when we're ready to build a dimension, I'll be back. Alright, we have got this thing at 100%. One thing I realized, this thing is actually producing lithium basically faster than I am able to get it out. So this is more or less just going to wind up being a test for trying to make some dimensions here. Because I have yet to do one as far as liquid dimensions go. So, should be able to put this guy here. What are we missing? Everything is in there. Alright, I figured out what it was. We needed to make a empty fluid dimlet. So that is where I was messed up at here. So I need to get stuff together to make us a dimension. So that is what I've got to do. I've got to go through here. I've got to find everything that I want to put in this thing. Alright, so this dimension takes a little more power than the rest of them that we have to, but we're good to go. I needed this guy. Let's grab our charge. Wait, that's not what I want. This guy. And grab that guy there. So basically the way I have this thing set up, it has a feature none with deep ocean and lithium. So we're going to try this out. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll see. Yeah, this didn't work at all. Back. Got some cool stuff. We got the deep ocean biome. And we got ships on the ground. But not what we are looking for. Well, we are a lot closer to what I wanted. I need to get rid of the feature stuff, which I thought I had. So, let me do that. Now that is what I'm talking about. Now, we don't necessarily need this much lithium. But we've got it, so why not? And we've got deep ocean of it. It's more or less us trying to figure out what all we need. And look, right there. We've got one of our legendary slimes. Alright, so now that we've got that, we need to set up our lithium stuff. Actually, before we do that, we are really out of time, so we'll set that up next episode. But I will tell you this, as far as building this guy, I don't want to take and do anything with this because it's working the way we want it to work. So, but we put in our liquid dimlet first. And then we put in terrain normal. We did biome as the deep ocean. We did, what was it? It's biome deep ocean. I'll have to go back and look. Biome deep ocean controller, I think is what it was. Yeah, controller single, and then feature none, and it was at that order. So we should be able to do that with any of our dimlets that we need. So that'll help with that. I got a few quests here to complete. Thermal, we didn't complete these guys. That's for the components. That is the speed upgrades for the machines. RF tools, we got one for working our way through. I don't know why we didn't get that one. We'll have to go back and get that. But for the pieces that we need and refined storage, I did off camera make another drive because we were filling up. We're getting loads of stuff. So, but with that, I said we're at. We'll get our lithium set up, and then we can get into our beginning power storage stuff. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!